Here we go, back at RITO Village. Feels weird to be like at RITO Village again. It feels weird to like be doing a settlement because it's like I've been done with this for 2 years now. I think it's almost been 2 years since I did RITO Village. Feels weird to be back, but here we go. It's RITO Village Day, everyone. Welcome, guys. Welcome. All right. So, for anyone who wasn't here at the end of last stream, we kind of finished up a lot of the Tabantha area and kind of made our way up to RITO Village. So, the plan for today is to finish Tabantha, essentially. I want to finish the RITO Village area, and with that, Tabantha will be done, and the only part left of the surface will be Hebra. So, yeah. Close my door? Yes, I did close my door. Okay. So, one quick thing as well. I might not be streaming for a few days after this. I want to stream when I start the depths, you know? When I get started on the depths, I really want to stream that stuff. But, you know, I'm kind of getting a little burnt out from the streaming. So, I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to do most, if not all, of Hebra kind of off stream. Just finish up the surface over the next few days to essentially conserve some streaming energy, you know? Because I want to stream the depths for you guys. But I fear that if I keep, like, pushing myself to stream, like, every possible day that I can, I'm going to get burnt out by the time we get to the depths, and I'm going to get sick of it. So, yeah. I think I'm going to take it easy with the streams until I get to the depths, which should hopefully only be a few days. I don't think Hebra's going to have that much, you know? I don't think Hebra has that much for me. There's 2 geoglyphs, but I don't see them being that hard. And, like, yeah, there are the caves, but, I mean, Goat's been doing a lot of the caves, and she's kind of told me, like, they seem a lot easier than I first thought they were going to be. So, yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully only, like, 2, 3, probably, like, 3 or 4 days on Hebra. So, I might not be streaming again this week. But, when I do stream again, it'll probably be starting the depths. So, look forward to that. There's a chance I'll do some, like, exclusive Twitch streams. Because, again, Twitch streams are a lot more chill and laid back than YouTube streams. And I feel like streaming on Twitch conserves my energy better than, like, streaming on YouTube as well. You know? So, yeah. Let's switch on over. Grazzy's Silk Song. I saw, Haziki. I saw. I am ready for snow. I am, in fact, ready for snow. I saw, yeah, there's the Silk Song announcement on the 21st? What, is that Thursday? Yeah. That's gonna be, that's gonna be exciting. I'm actually excited now. I saw that and I was like, oh, let's go. Because I like Hollow Knight now. I've played Hollow Knight. I can get in on the hype too. Bed making stream when? Oh, yeah. Since you guys are asking, I'll go ahead and make my bed. Is that better, guys? Do you like that better? Hope you guys like that more. All right. Reduce the sign cost. Oh, I do have to reduce the sign cost by 5K? Was that the deal? I do have to do that. I forgot that I said I would do that every 2 streams. All right, that's an easy fix. Here we go. Cost, edit, 10K. All right, sign cost is back down to 10K, you guys. Don't make me immediately up that price again. Make Hollow Nest in Minecraft? Surely that's already been done. Surely somebody already made Hollow Nest, right? No way. No way I would be the first person to do that. Also, it's a 2D game. That'd be hard. Thank you for remembering. Thank you for the... I think that's 10 bits. That looks like 10 bits. Thank you, Miko. I appreciate it. Okay, so... couple things to note about RITO Village before we, like, get into it. 10k is still pretty much. Well, yeah, you guys increased the price by an extra 10k on one of the last streams. I don't remember what stream it was, but I said every 2 streams I would reduce the price by 5k. So, okay, couple things to note before we get into, this RITO Village area real quick. Number 1, we are doing... Okay. I didn't mean to make this sign. How do I get rid of it? My bad. Alright. Goat's redeeming a sign. Sorry, guys. Let's do this real quick before we can get into stream. We'll put it down here. There's a nice little spot here. Hopefully that fits. Okay, there's one letter that doesn't fit. Oops, I didn't mean to make this sign. How do I get rid of it? My bad. R. There we go. Alright, there you go. Sign's done. Okay, so, things to note for RITO Village. It's M. Actually, is it M? Oh, it is M. I looked over and I thought that was RN. I thought it was like right now, you know. Fine, I'll change it. There you go. Alright, so, with RITO Village, and with every settlement that we get to, all the main 4 settlements, we are doing pre-dungeon, I think. We're doing pre-dungeon settlements, which means RITO Village is going to be snowy and icy. Which is gonna be fun, I think. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know how difficult this is gonna be. I do know that, like, this whole area is snow now instead of grass. So... I don't know. I don't know what to expect from this. We're just gonna start, like, up here, and we're gonna make our way first around this area and kind of around the back, and then we'll tackle RITO Village. I'm not gonna color the grass to snow yet, because I need to get a better idea of how much of it is actually snow. But first things first, outside this cave. Actually, first things first, let's walk into this cave. Goat came up with a pallet for the Hebra caves yesterday, and I want to check them out and see if they are good. Do I have snow boots on this file? Yes, no, I don't. I don't have snow boots. Let's take a look in this cave. Let us see. Okay. So that's what it looks like in-game. And inside in Minecraft. I have not seen it at CO, but you've told me about it many times. I feel like there might be too much gray. Do you guys agree with me? Like light gray? I feel like the tough and the pale monsters may be a bit too much of it. Maybe? Am I crazy for thinking that? Like, I'm curious, real quick. You're not fired, Goat. We're just brainstorming. If I take all these blocks and I take a noise painter, you are? Am I crazy? Zental? I forgot that I had a prime, so it's for you now. But I forgot that I had a prime, so it's for you now that I remember. Okay, I did read that right. Thank you for subscribing with Twitch Prime, dude. I appreciate it. Your name will be written in the book of supporters. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I'm just curious real quick to see what it's like if we reduce the amount of light gray. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about this, but like I just want to see it, you know? Like we do this. The problem now is that the tuff doesn't mix in as well. But if we come, like, down here... Like, I feel like there's maybe a bit too much light gray. Yeah, right here you can perfectly see the difference. So this just has the tuff, no pale moss, and then over here we had the pale moss. Huh. Maybe a splatter noise painter will work better. I wonder if we should try a different noise pattern for this. Let's do this. How's this look? Hold on, let me orient things a bit better. I think I like this noise pattern a lot more. Because then we get, like, patches of lighter gray. You see what I mean? Instead of, like, complete mix, I think this looks better. Mix in some smooth basalt. It's already mixed in. It's already there, buddy. Awesome. Yes, one question. Uh-oh. How do I do that? I can show you how in a second. It's really easy. Let me just paint the whole cave and let's see if we actually like... I mean, I guess if Goat is agreeing that it's good, then, like, we're good to keep it. Yeah, I think I like that a lot more, having the patches of the tuff. I think I like that more. Okay, so, Goat, all you do... Snowfall, thank you for subscribing as well. I appreciate it. Your name will be written in the book of supporters. I still gotta get on that. I'm gonna do that on my break from streams over the next few days before we get to Hebra. Or before we get to the depths. I will do it, trust me. Next time I stream, I'm gonna have a book of supporters. Don't hold me to that. I might forget. So, Goat, it's pretty easy. These 4 blocks, just put them into your noise pattern, you know? These 4. Make sure they're in this order. I can send you a screenshot real quick of the exact settings, just in case. Let me copy Discord, Goat, boom. So you have to make sure that the blocks on the left side are in this order: smooth basalt, then cobbled deep slate, tuff. I sent you a screenshot of that. And then under the noise tab, it'll say simplex by default, where you switch to white. Instead of switching to white like this, switch to splatter. And this is it. You can see all the settings in the screenshot. You forgot the pale moss? Yeah, I intentionally left the pale moss out. I don't think it'll look as good with the pale moss. Let me try. I feel like the pale moss is too much. That's why I left the pale moss out. I feel like it's a little too much light gray. Which is why I decided to leave that out. 25, 25, 25, 25. We can change it later if we change our minds again. All right. Alrighty. Now, outside this cave, there's some stuff. There's like a fallen rock and a tent. I feel like we've designed this tent somewhere already. I'm not gonna make this tent yet, because I'm pretty sure we already have a design for it somewhere. I just don't know where. So we're gonna wait and see if I can try and find that later off stream. And then we have a rock. Starting off strong with no control bees. Excellent. Put that there. And then there is a pallet over here. One of these. Put it like there. I think. Mika with the, I think 10 bits again. Hi Train, also you're going to be making the Stormwind Arc today. No, we're not close to the Stormwind Arc. No way. We have to. There are 2. The ones that exist. Oh, would you be willing to paint the other caves with that palette too? Yeah, I can paint them. We're not getting to the Stormwind Arc today. No shot, because I, A, have to finish the surface, B, have to finish the depths. So we're still, weeks away from that. So what is it? Smooth bass on cobble deep say 2. That's what I'm missing. I'm actually going to save this. Hebra Caves. And boom. I don't want to start affecting the outside of the Hebra Caves here. Like this. There we go. Perfect. Goat has requested that you teleport to them. TP accept. I've never seen anybody use this command on the server before. Whoa, that was a nice freeze. Okay, where's the... I want to start from the entrance. Here it is. This is gonna be a problem. Maybe it won't be. I just have to use a small brush. Because I don't want to affect the outside cliffs. Keep an eye on the outside, Goat. I don't think I'm affecting it from in here. Even if I affect them a little bit, it'll be a quick, like, little fix. I think. Let me make this a little bit bigger. Like so. That should take care of all of this area. So that's this right path, and now it's just this area over here. Which is pretty far from anything, so I can probably up the size a bit more. And then is there more to this cave? I guess not. I thought there was going to be like a spot for a bubble frog or something, like a little secret passage. I think that's it then, right? This is all it done? You hit the shrine. Ah. There's tough in the shrine. Okay, I don't think that's a problem. That should not be a problematic fix. Or a hard fix, I mean. Yeah, nice and easy. Yeah, the inside's messed up, but who cares? Okay, now back to work we go. I have that thing done. Where did my hover bike go? Dude, I walk into the cave for 5 seconds and my hover bike disappears. Okay, fine. I'll make another one. Let's get out 2 fans and a steering stick and auto build for a new one. And there are 2 more rocks here, 2 small ones right along the road. So let's get out Fallen Rock 10 for this side over here. Boom. And let's get out Fallen Rock 1 for this point over here. There we go. This loser doesn't have enough Zonite to auto build. Yeah, I know. I'm broke in Tears of the Kingdom. I am broke. Alright. How do I want to proceed? I don't want to put in all the snow yet. Let's go down here. Oh, interesting. This Zonai Tower is still here in Tears. I actually thought they removed all those for Breath. Or for Tears. I didn't think there were any of these that remained between games. Very interesting. I built all of Poverty in Tears of the Kingdom. It's a banger video right there. Just like there. Even though it's higher up, who cares? Alright, let's check out the new stable stuff. Because I know the stable is completely different. Alright. Let's take a look. So this is still here, but there's no logs under it anymore. I should start recording. No logs, it's just like barrels and stuff. So let's do like a big barrel in the back. Like so. And then we can do like barrel, barrel, chest, campfire. Like right on the edge. Okay. What about over here? There's some stuff under a tree. We're gonna ignore that. Don't know what that's about. Alright. There's actually a tree, like, in the middle here. Just, like... Where is this tree at? We'll just use this one. There's a couple of these things under it. Like here and here. The bridge is also broken. Yeah, I do know the bridge is broken. If you want to start demolishing it, you can. Oh, hello, Sam. I didn't realize you logged on. Oh, yeah. Somebody redeemed a sign yesterday, Howziki, and the sign was something like, when how freaky calls are you going to pick it up? Or something like that. Should build all the Paldea region in Minecraft. I don't think I want to build that, but I might do the new game. I might build the new game, Legends EA. Maybe. I cannot escape. Listen, man, I was forced to do it. I didn't want to, but I had no choice. The will of the sign redemption forced me to do it. Okay, there's like another one of these things back here. Yeah, I'll just copy this one. Put it like right here. And there's one of these things under it. Boom. Yippee. At least it's not what Musical calls me. Wait, what does Muse call you? I forget. I think I remember it, but I don't... I think I remember it, but I don't. I want to know. You have to tell me, Hazuki. Anything else around here? I think the stuff around the back is different. Some barrels and stuff. I really don't want to do the interior. Wait, this part of the stable's missing. It's okay, let's move on. I'll just DM Muse after stream and figure it out. Interior? Oh, you want to get to work on that, goat? You want to do the interior? Because I certainly don't. Maybe. If you want to, I will gladly give you the job, because I really don't want to do the interior for this. I will be sure to definitely answer you there in DMs. No, I said I'll DM Muse and ask. I have to leave for work in, like, soon. I might do it after. I can leave it for you. Trust me, I think you're underestimating how much I do not want to do this. I will gladly leave it until you get back. If you want to. Like, if you don't want to, then I can do it. But if you want to, I will gladly pass it off to you. Sure, I can do it? Alright. Alright, you'll DM me and I'll definitely answer. Yeah, okay. I've definitely heard it before. I've just forgot. Put the playlist in the description. I still haven't put the playlist in the description. You're right. I can do that after stream. No, I can't do it after stream because I'm going to definitely forget. Like I always do. I'll do it now. It's not even that hard to do. I just need like 2 seconds. Save. Alright, if you refresh on YouTube, I think it'll be in the description. Should I check on my phone? Let me check on my phone and make sure that it is in the description. I can't find my own live stream on my phone. Yeah, if you go into the YouTube description now, you can find the music playlist. All right. These barrels are actually already here. Interesting. What about this thing in the back? The logs are still here, but the overhang thing isn't. Interesting. I'm gonna just do this. Yeah, I probably will do the Legend ZA map in Minecraft. Because it's all just going to be Lumio City, right? Like, as far as we're aware, the new Pokemon games is just all based in Lumios. So, that could be, like, a good thing. It could be a bad thing. Because, like, on one hand, it'll be easy to build it because there's not much to build. But on the other hand, there's not much to build. What does this say? What? Okay. Alright, well, if Goat's gonna do the interior, we don't really have much more to do here. There is a second barrel. I guess the least I can do is kind of, like, hollow out the interior. Why is there another book and quill? What? Why is there dirt in the ceiling? What? What is going on? It's white terracotta that goes there. Whatever. We can kind of like hollow this out, but Goat says she'll do the interior later, so yippee. There we go. There we go. Alright. So yeah, there's not much more to do there. Let's hop back on the hover bike and keep flying around. Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be much more over here. I imagine it's just like terrain and some fallen rocks that's going to be over here. Yeah, look, there's a fallen rock on... That's one of the ones that falls from the sky naturally, but I'll put it anyways. So technically it's not always here, but... It's fun to put these in. Sometimes. Sometimes it's fun to put them in. Alright, anything else? Let's see. I'm not really seeing anything. There's a rock here in the side of this mountain. Bridge, fallen bridge. I know, but that's part of RITO Village. So I'm not doing that yet. Let's get a small one of these out for this little ledge. I mean, if you're doing it, we can... If you want to work on that right now... Oh, you're already working on it. Okay. Yeah, go for it. I thought you were asking me why I wasn't doing that. You can keep working on that. Alright. Yeah, these ruins look like they're probably the same. We're gonna have to get rid of the Hinox. Oh, there's an Addison sign here. Okay. Wait, is the shrine pedestal here? No, the shrine pedestal's gone. Okay. Let's do this. Where's this Addison sign? It's, right here-ish. Yeah, and then this enemy camp is gone. I'll put the sign here. So let's get out the template. Boom. There we go. Oh, wait, this is a weird one. Oh, what? This is a weird one. How am I gonna make that look good? Okay, wait. He's closer to the ruins than I thought. I did have... My first instinct was right, but I thought he was further from the ruins. Alright, we're gonna have to do that in a second, because it's a weird one. But first, let's get rid of this enemy camp. Like so. I imagine that the barrels and the pot are gone, too. Hello? What the... Okay. I don't know what's going on there. Alright. When does Chubnox get his ship? Whenever we get to Farron. Relax. We're not there yet. He's gonna have to wait. Okay, there we go. Alright, now this really weird sign. I think what we do is we just do this. And then... that? Oh, the things come out onto all corners like this. I guess that works. Like, it doesn't look good, but that's what it looks like in game, so... When you build the depths, will you put the bosses / mini bosses down there too? Will there be 2 Colgeras? Yeah, I mean, I'll put the Colgeras down. I'm going to build the bosses for each main dungeon, so I imagine I'll be putting them down there in the depths too. Have you ever played Slime Rancher? No, I have not played Slime Rancher. I've heard of it, but that's all I can really say. Yeah, the ruins look like they're about the same. There is a... Oh, there's a thing here. What is this? Just a random thing. Maybe that was there in Breath and I didn't add that. It's like the same thing as these. Slime Rancher stream when? Yeah, that ain't happening. Doesn't mean you'll build Chub Frox. I guess I will have to build a Frox. Yeah. Not a Chub Frox, but I'll build a Frox. Okay, there we go. And then before I get, like, too far back in that direction, I want to check on top of the mountain. Didn't we already do on top of the mountain? I think I actually did it already. There's a couple fallen rocks back here. Let's get out fallen rock. Let's go up this one. Just put it there. Alright, yeah, I think I already did the mountain, didn't I? Because I had to terraform the peak. So I think this is done, but we should check the other side of it. Yeah, we should check the back side of it. No, I did do that, but I didn't add it. Yeah, I did do that. I did, I already have, okay. Let's check back here, and then we'll check, this area, which all looks to be about the same, but there's a cherry blossom. So we'll have to copy the tree from Satori Mountain. That doesn't look like there's anything back here, so let's just skip straight on ahead. This is a Korok that I want. Okay, I'm not getting the Korok then. Alright, there is a big rock in the back of the mountain here. Are you gonna build some Gloom Hands? Goat already made a Gloom Hand design. Here, let me show you guys where we're at with the Gloom Hands. I think they're still over here in the sky somewhere. Because I didn't delete them. Unless Goat did. Did you delete them, Goat? You did? Oh. Well. Well, Goat does have a Gloomhand design. The problem is that they're kind of large. You have a stem I can show. Yeah, you want to like paste them in real quick? I'm at the stable. Wait, where are you at? I'll TP to you. I'm here. Where art thou? Oh, here they are. They don't have their item frames. They had item frames with music discs for the eyes and the palms of the hands. So they're missing their eyes right now. And it's like, I do like these, but they're big, you know? They're big. And I'm like thinking ahead. These are not gonna fit in some of the locations really well. They're not gonna fit in areas like the labyrinth, the Hebra labyrinth. So that's kind of my concern. I guess if we can, like, someone had a way better design than I did. I haven't seen anyone else's designs. What I think of what I wonder about when we do these to make them smaller is to do walls. Wait, hold on. Don't show me yet, because I want to see if I can come up with a design. Hold on, chat. We're getting sidetracked. I'm just curious, like, how something like this would work. Like, something along these lines, using walls instead of full blocks. What kind of trapdoors do we have? Mangrove trapdoors. This is just, like, first thought that comes to mind, right? Like, what if we did something... I don't know. I don't want to get super, like, into Gloomhand designing right now. But, like, this is what I immediately think of. Something like this. Better fit the scale. Where can I get your stream music playlist? If you go to the YouTube stream, it's linked in the description. Yeah, I don't want to get, like, super, into designing Gloomhands right now. That's just a very loose idea that I first had when thinking about how to make the Gloomhands smaller. Maybe we can take a crack at it later. Sorry, I was talking about that and I missed the bits. I think another 10 bits from Miko. Are you going to be making the Demon Dragon and or normal Ganon? Yes, I'm going to be doing... I'm going to be doing Demon Dragon and the Light Dragon in the final battle. I'm going to build them up above Central Hyrule for the final episode. Chub hands. I hate you. Check DMs. I don't know if I want to see them. I'm not going to look until after stream. I don't want to see it because, like, if I see someone else's design and it's really good, it's going to be hard for me to come up with my own design that I'm happy with. So I don't want to, like, see it yet. They're perfect. But I want to see if I can find something myself. I might... Later in stream, I might try and figure something out. I might try and figure something out later in stream, so I don't want to look yet. I don't want to look yet. I want to, because later I might take a crack at them myself, and I want to see if I can come up with something cool. Because, like, trust me, when you're trying to build something in Minecraft, you never want to use other people's Minecraft builds as inspiration. At least I don't. Because then what ends up happening is I realize, like, dang, I can't come up with any better concepts. So then it's just like, well, at this point, I'm just taking their design. I'm not building my own thing. I'm just taking their design because they just have the best design. And it, like, it doesn't, when I like, try and use other Minecraft builds for inspiration, it, like, doesn't, I don't actually use it for inspiration. I feel like it just hinders me more than anything, you know? That's why I think you should use, instead of Minecraft builds as inspiration, like, real-life structures or, like, drawings or something, you know? Never look to other Minecraft builds if you're looking for inspiration instead of, hey, this is a cool design, let me steal it. And it's like, it's fine to, like, take other people's designs, you know, and, like, inspiration for your world. If you see, like, oh, that's a really cool statue, I want that for my world, like, go ahead. But for me, as a creator who's putting my stuff out there publicly, it's like, I don't want to just take other people's designs, you know? And if I do, I want to see if I can change it in some way to a way that I like it better. So then I can at least say, like, I did modify the design, you know? Because I don't like just taking outright. Dude, I have been getting scam likely calls so much the past 2 days. So many are coming in. Scam likely loves me. Scam likely just keeps calling me. I think Scam likely might be in love with me. Alright, before we check out Bone Mire, I want to check out the patch of ruins that are over here. Oh, interesting. It's a Stalnox there instead of a normal Hinox. Well, I can add that in later. Oh. Alright, stop it. Thank you. Alright. Bro's got a crush, yeah. Scam likely just won't get out of my DMs, bro. Alright, goodbye, Hinox. I'll put in the Stalnox, I don't know, some other time. Okay, so we need a rock in the wall here. Oh, this is a big rock. Like this, and then there's like another one that's like 9 blocks thick, maybe. 7 by 7. Let's do like 3 by 3. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now, I believe there's a cherry blossom up here. Yeah. Oh, and the song area is gone. What are these, like, new white trees? What is this? Okay, well, let me go copy the... Okay, first of all, actually, let's get rid of this. Get rid of all this. I can't believe this goes bye-bye in tears. I never even realized that. I guess it was for a shrine quest. How's it going? It's going quite well today for me. Chill day for me so far. Chill week for me so far. I've been lacking on the shorts, bro. I gotta get back to that. That's why it's been a chill week, because I haven't been making shorts. Okay. Gonna pause recording, because I need to go copy the cherry blossom. I'm just gonna do this. Copy the whole thing over. Hi, I'm here now. Alright, / paste. Alright. Now I get rid of all the unnecessary stuff. By doing this kind of thing. If we just remove everything below a certain Y level, then we'll be able to extract the tree. So if we do like this, and copy this down, and then we just remove everything on this Y level, we can just copy the tree and move it out of here and delete the rest with the command. Yeah, here we go. So now we do this, and we do cut, and we do paste, and we've extracted the tree, which means we can now do this, and cut. Boom. We've successfully extracted the cherry blossom. Now I want to select it, like so, and I'll just do this. Cherry blossom. And save that in my trees folder. And now we get rid of it. And now we paste it. Yippee. Yippee. Yeah, chopping down the custom trees in survival is kind of a pain. But, like, having this be perfectly playable in survival is not a high priority for me. Like, yeah, you can, and it works, but, like, I'm not going out of my way to make sure this is, like, a perfect survival mode experience, you know? If I was, I would have added, like, custom caves. I wouldn't have put diamond blocks in Zora's Domain. Alright, there is the little statue with his bowl. No, I did not just try and look up statue. I promise I didn't just do that. I might have just done that. I don't have the custom head that we use for these right now. So that's gonna have to do for now. There is a custom head that we'll put on there later when I find it. Statue block, yeah. What is up with this thing? What's going on with this tree here? Oh, that's just the oak tree. Oh, it's the oak tree and it's like dead. That's what's going on. It's not a new type of tree. Okay, thank God. I did not want to have to make a new tree. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull out a noise painter for white noise. And we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do this. A little too much. Let's go to 40. 40, 60. It's not gonna work. We're gonna have to do this in a more creative way. Let's do 75, 25. So we'll get rid of a lot of the leaves, but not all of them. What does your Gleeok look like? Let me fly on over here and show you. Here's the Gleeok design. Pretty good, I think. I'm happy with how this turned out. Took like 3 hours. Lots of help from chat. Half of the tiny details we added to the Gleeok were like Mog Swamp suggestions, bro. Like, genuinely. I was thinking about that earlier. I was like, Mog Swamp practically built this thing with me because I used almost all of his suggestions. Bro might be the GOAT. Yeah, I want to get rid of some of the leaves at the base. Leave the ones on the ends of the tree a bit more. Yeah, it's looking a lot less full, which is good. That's what we're looking for. I wonder if we can just use pale oak leaves, yeah. That's what I was first thinking as well. Like, does this not just work immediately? They're not exactly the right color, but I guess it works. Maybe we should just change this to pale oak as well. Like, the actual log is probably pale oak. The leaves we might want to change, but I think the actual log itself... What other leaves do we have available? Because there's no, like, white leaves. I don't want to custom biome this. Acacia logs, yeah. I think we do a gradient. I think what we do for the actual trunk is this into acacia. And we just do a little bit of that. Except not that, like that. There we go. Put snow on top of the leaves. Yeah, there will be snow here. We do have to keep that in mind. That'll help add a lot of the white to it that we're looking for. Like, once we put the snow layers here, I feel like that'll kind of add a lot of the white color we were looking for, right? So then we can keep the pale oak leaves. I think that'll be good, because we have to remember all the grass is going to be snow. So it'll kind of... The environment's going to look a lot different in the end. Well, once we add the snow, we'll come back to it. Because I think adding the snow is going to change the look a lot. So let's hold off on doing more with that tree for now. Alright. That's pretty much... Oh, we have to check out, what is it called? Bone Mire? Whatever the hell it is. There's one new tower. Some fallen rocks. Zonite stuff in the middle that we're not going to build, at least not yet. Battle Talus over there. Okay, got it. Got it. All right. So that thing is this thing. Do I have that in my... I do not. I do not have this in my schematic. So let's change that. Boom. I almost control bead there. I had my finger over it. I barely stopped myself. I'll have you guys know. This thing appears a lot, so we'll do this. Zonai Tower, I guess I'll call it. Put that in my Tears of the Kingdom assets folder. And then we can just delete it. And then, where is it at? Okay, it's like at the bottom over here. It's like here-ish. Yeah, that's probably good. And there's some fallen rocks over here. So let's get out fallen rock 3. And let's get out like a tiny one. So fallen rock 10. Boom. And way over here. Yeah, the skull camp here is gone. So are the towers. In its place is a battle talus. So let's do this, this, this. And start removing all this stuff. Whoops. Beautiful. We can... I don't know why I'm doing it like that when I can just select the whole thing and slash cut. That's why. But that's no big deal. Nothing a little bit of smoothing can't fix. Easy. There we go. And then let's get all this, and then we can do like that. And change all this. There we go. All right. Oh, that's a mistake. Fix that up too. All right, battle talus now. I want to smooth that whole thing out because it looks weird. Change all this and go into my folder and pull out battle talus. Put you right here. Boom. And then I noticed there is a big rock over here. Oh, there's Celios' pterodactyl. If any of you guys didn't know, after I moved the pterodactyl and the dinosaurs away from Satori Mountain, this is where the pterodactyl ended up. This is where it ended up. I forgot that I put that there. Alright, big rock along the back side here. I want shape tool, and I want white wool. I'll put this thing like here. And then we'll go down to like 9 by 9. Make a point redemption to visit Celios' pterodactyl. You guys just want a bunch of stuff, a bunch of point redemptions to visit Celios' creations. I guess not just Celios', but abominable creations in general. That's not all the channel points are used for, you know? We can be more creative. Zelda cosplay when? I'm never cosplaying Zelda. Well, I guess I also said I would never wear a maid outfit on stream, and that ended up happening. So I guess you can never say never. You can never say never. Making and making bed. That is something I've been meaning to add. I have been meaning to do that. Alright. And then there's another one, like, here. Let's do something small here. Was there a Chubnox redemption? Oh my god, Sam. Let's go visit Chubnox, everyone. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Here's Chubnox, who is still a pirate. Here's his treasure. Here's his pirate treasure. And his cutlass. And his hat, and his eye patch, and his parrot. And his hook, and his peg leg. Should we read his book? I never actually read this book last time. Gricken Assassination Plans. That's in 2 days. That's in 2 days. That's in 2 days, chat. Give him a pirate ship based off of the King of Red Lions. We're gonna give him a pirate ship in Farron when we get there, guys. We can't rush it. We're not spending all stream building a goddamn pirate ship for Chubnox. That's not what we're doing. We aren't doing that. Thank you for the 10 bits. We'll do that eventually. On Silk Song Day? Dude, that's what they're gonna announce. That's what they're gonna announce. The premiere is gonna start, and it's just gonna be like a video of Chubnox holding Gricken hostage. What is this? Why is there a slab here? Oh, it's part of his... That's right, it's part of his eye patch. I'm gonna remove that, actually, because now that he has the hat, it looks weird. What else does a pirate need? What else does a pirate need? He's got his cutlass. He's got his hook, his peg leg, his parrot, his hat, and his eye patch. A crew. A beard. Dude, how are we supposed to give him a beard? What would his beard look like? It would just be like this. Whoops. That's all his beard would be. Spyglass. He doesn't have an eye. Coral fans? I don't think any of the coral fans are really gonna work. All we could do is like this. Oh, we could do, There's his beard. I don't think anything else is gonna work as well as that. We can't really hang anything upside down other than that. Give him a cannon? He already had a cannon that shot him. There we go. He's got a gray beard. A parrot on the shoulder? We already did that. He's already got a parrot. Treasure chest. He's already got a treasure. He's ticking all of the boxes. He's ticking all of the boxes. And he's got a lot of pirate booty. He's got a lot of pirate booty. So, you know, we don't have to worry about giving him more treasure. Alright, let's focus up, chat. Let's focus up. Okay, we got the rocks done. Bone Mire is looking pretty much done and ready. So let's check out. I don't know if there's anything else to do. I guess we can do this. But no, that kind of encroaches into Hebra territory. I don't want to do this mountain right here because this is like, I picture the gray rocks as Hebra territory. So I don't want to encroach. It might just be time for RITO Village stuff. Or I guess we'll do snow first. Well, there's a big rock in this island here. Based on the look of it, it's the same as this one. So we'll copy this. Load this whole area in. Come on, load. What's going on? What are we doing? Oh yeah, there's the chasm in the cave above it. I forgot about that. Chubnox emote when? Do we really not have a Chubnox emote? That's shocking. I'll have to do that. Thank you for the 10 bits again, Miko. I appreciate it. Where was I? Yeah, here. That's in Hebra territory. Yeah, it might be time to, like, start doing snow and stuff. I think it's time. Let's do it. I'm going to park on RITO Village, and we're going to start doing snow stuff. Let me add in the shrine just real quick while we're here. Might as well. It's down. We're gonna have to do some terrain work, it seems. It appears terrain work is in order. Next to the armor store. Is this the armor store or is this the armor store? Oh my god, it's supposed to be here. That's not gonna fit. I think we're gonna have to do the Creative Liberty and do it here. Unless we melt back this cliff. We could melt back the cliff, actually. We'll try that. I'll replace that later or something. I don't know. This is going to take some serious terrain work. We're going to have to pull out the melt tool and we're going to have to do like this thing. We'll copy paste the bottom of that in just a second. Let me, like, extrude that up. I mean, like, clone the bottom of that from one of the other buildings. By doing this kind of thing. And it goes here. And then we need to grab out the rock tool. And we're going to pull out light blue wool, and we're gonna do a bit of this, bit of this, and then we're gonna do that. Is this gonna fit now? Let's see if the shrine will fit here. I think it will. It'll be a really snug fit, but I think it'll fit. Put it like right here. So all I have to do is just a little bit of work here. Actually, I'll use the weld tool. Where is it? Here it is. And I'll just extrude down. And then I'm going to grab out smooth strength 3. And just smooth this whole thing out. There we go. Maybe like there. I think that works. It doesn't encroach on anything. Beautiful. We'll fix up the terrain later. I'll color that soon. But not right now. We need to figure out the snow stuff. I actually need to figure out where the snow starts and ends. I think I know where, but I want to check. So I believe the snow is the top of this mountain onwards, and then this way onwards. So, like, that's not snow. This stuff isn't snow. Even down there isn't snow, but the top of the mountain is, I believe. And I'm looking at it, and here's right. It's looking like I'm right about that. Yeah. Okay, so everything except the snow. Okay. In that case, I think I know how I want to do it. I don't want to just replace the... Maybe I do just want to replace the grass with snow. Okay, well, let's just try that real quick. Let's just do mask, grass block, and we're going to use snow block. And let's just see. I don't think this is going to work. I don't think I'm going to like it. Oh, God, it looks weird. It looks weird. Obviously, the grass is still there, and we're gonna put snow layers on top. It doesn't look bad. It's just like weird to see it like this. You know what I mean? If you build Twilight Princess, I'm gonna shed a tear of the kingdom. But anyways, these are my last few bits. Might have to buy more since you keep begging. Yeah, totally. Thank you for the 10 bits, Miko. I can't promise it. Currently, I have no interest in building Zelda games outside of Tears. Honest to God. But maybe. I didn't think I wanted to do Tears of the Kingdom for the longest time, and here I am. So here's the two options. Are you going to snow over the whole RITO village? Yeah. So right now, the grass here has this mix where it mixes in with the stone. But I'm wondering if it's better to do this and this and do an angle of 90 with a range of 35, and then we do this. What do we think of that? So instead of it like mixing together, it's like, it's based on angle. I think I like the angle more. Do we agree there? I think I like the angle like this instead of doing the mix. Because I was already looking in this area and thinking to myself, like, for something like this, the mix is fine. But, like, here, I don't like the mix as much anymore. Okay, in that case, what we're going to do, first things first, we're going to remove the mix over here. We're going to remove the mix over here as well. Because I have grown to like that a lot more. So it'll look like this instead. I think that looks so much nicer. Wow. I don't remember why I didn't do it like this the first time. Because I think I was using this angle, like, mask at the time. I really don't know why I wasn't doing it back then. Whatever. We know now. Now we know. When are you going to snow over the RITO village? When we get there. We're still snowing and finishing the train outside. Once we finish the train outside, then, like, we can do it, but we're not there yet. Calm down. We'll get there, guys. I don't want to entirely get rid of the mix, though. Like, for this part, I think it works because the top of this is really stony. I don't want to do that everywhere. Like, I guess I'll keep it like that up there. Because I think this whole area is supposed to be... this path, I'll do it. No, it just really does look so much better when I grass the whole top. It just looks so much better when I do that, yeah. So I'll keep doing that. I was going to keep it kind of stony. That area does have... This whole area on the side does have to stay stony for sure, but... But not the rest of this stuff. Like, look at this mess right here. Like, oh my goodness. That part needs to be grass. Change the mix here. All this part needs to be changed. Oh my god, this whole area looks so much nicer. Like, we've upgraded the terrain here so much. Like, it's gonna be crazy going back to the Breath of the Wild map and looking at, like, wow. It was so much worse. Like, we've improved this area so much more. And that just, like, goes to show, like, yeah, improving as a builder, getting better. Yo, Hummus, thank you for subscribing, dude. I appreciate 5 months is insane. Thank you, dude. Your name will be written in the book of supporters. Big ups for the project. Yep, we're here. We're here. It's officially happening. Tears of the Kingdom. Never thought I'd say that. For the longest time, I didn't think I would say that anyways. My favorite Breath of the Wild song. This is a really good song, Breath of the Wild. Certainly one of the best. Alright, we're going to have to be careful not to affect the builds here, because the builds have a lot of sandstone in them. This top area here is going to be a bit annoying to color because of that. But we can do it. Alright, let's get these edges where it's easy to color. This part. Bought more bits so you'll stop begging. People are gonna take you seriously, bro. Thank you for the 10 bits, Miko. I appreciate it. Oh my god, bro. Oh my gosh. How do I get more Grazzy coin? You just get more by watching the stream. Wait, I need to know if I have Amazon Prime, does a sub for a streamer forever? I don't know how. It's not forever. I don't know how it works. You can. I think you like can do it each month, so it basically is infinite, but you only get one, so you can only do it like per stream for like one streamer at a time. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have Prime subscriptions myself, cause I still just leech off my parents' Amazon account. I'm just signed into my mom's account. Whenever I need to buy something off Amazon, I just use her account. So it's not hooked up to my my Twitch account. All right, that's looking better. That's looking so much better. Oh my goodness. And then the bottom here. There we go. Get that spot right there. Anything else? Any other spots we missed? I guess like this thing right here, kind of. That I'll leave. Yeah, that's done. Oh my god. Wait, did I do it all the way around here too? I can't tell. What if I just do that? Oh, I did. Oh my god. Look how much better that just looks immediately. Look at that. Look at the difference just from a little bit of changing how you do your grass. Look at this. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's a crazy update. Or a crazy change. At this point, I'll just get to #1 in top cheers to make it to 100. Oh, you are top cheerer now. Is that 20 bits? That looks like 20. Thank you, Miko. I appreciate it, man. You're past Terry now. Terry did a lot last stream, I think, so. Whew. You're insane, bro. Thank you. Okay, so I have to change, like, this whole area. But I'm trying to focus on finishing up the RITO area for now. So, I've done the Tabantha stuff. I'll come back and I'll change all of these later. I'll change all those later off stream. I heard my name. You got passed as the top bits cheerer. Oh, this spot. Oh, this is gonna be snow. That's right. So what I can do here is I'm just gonna change to snow block. And now we're gonna start coloring. We're gonna start coloring the area of Tabantha. This area of Tabantha. Let's start. Here we go, chat. Oh boy. Do I want to remove the grass first? I think I want to remove the grass first. I think it'll be a lot nicer looking if we remove like the grass first, because then the snow will be done immediately. So let's remove all the tall grass like that, yeah. Get rid of all of it. All the grass needs to go. This whole area, all the stuff over here. Goodbye. Goodbye, grass. I guess we have to get rid of the grass on RITO Island as well. Yeah, looks like it's all gone here. We have to be careful not to get sections we don't want to grab, though. At the top of the mountain there. Alright, and then we want to do mask. What is it? There's something weird you can do. There's a way that I can mask to all blocks really easily, and I don't remember how. Is it by doing... No. There's like a tag thing. I don't remember how I've done it in the past. There was like something where I could do like a tag. Oh, yeah, you do it in here. That's right. And then I can do... Where? Oh, where? Oh, I can just search. And so then I come over to the flowers here and I just get rid of them. Boom. Goodbye, nature. We hate you. We hate you, nature. If not air, what are you trying to do? Yeah, there's like a tag thing where you can just set to flowers. It's really handy. I just couldn't remember where you were supposed to look it up. I forgot you actually have to open the block interface to see it. That might be most of the flowers. A lot of them, anyways. Freehand draw, boom. Boom. Oh, there's some grass here still. Not anymore. And that's it. That's it. Fun fact, by the way, I forgot to add this waterfall in for Breath of the Wild. Crazy. Alright, now we get back to work. Here we go, guys. Operation Snowify Tabantha. I still have air selected. Not above water. So now if I do that. What? Thank you for the 10 bits again. Add that waterfall. I'll do it later. I promise I'll do it later. It's not worth putting that in yet. I'll fix the bottoms of the oceans later. Or the lakes, rather. Hello, can I scroll? Thank you. Alright. Here we go. Operation Snowify Tabantha, but we're actually doing it for real now. What the heck is going on here? There's definitely some terrain work I need to do here. I don't know what's going on there. Alright, let's get this. A lot of the grass isn't coloring. I can fix that later. Why is there blue wool? Because it's my Oh. It's my temporary block I was using for terraforming, so... Does Axiom let you do smooth snow layers easily? I always forget. Not that I'm aware of, actually. Shockingly, I'm not aware of a way to easily do snow layers with Axiom. I'm sure there is a way, I just don't know what that way is. Alright. Oh my god, it looks so weird. The map! Oh my god, the map is gonna look so weird. Oh, it looks really weird. It looks really, really weird. And I don't know if it looks bad, it just looks weird. Just looks a bit weird. I need to... Actually, no, I don't need to redo that. I'll just do really quickly. A bit of this. There we go. Bum. Bum 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 bum. Alright, let's color the rest of this now. Wait, no, Bone Mire doesn't have snow. There's a cutoff point here somewhere. My game just froze. Cool. I think the cutoff point's probably like around here somewhere. In this path. And the top of this mountain is snowed. Like so. Yeah, it's probably like that. And then we need to get a grass block and properly color this part of the terrain. Whoops. Go like that and like that. There we go. All right. I think that's that. I need to do this spot still. And there's some snow here that should be changed. Why did that not change, not go through? Whatever. Not too bad to change. All right. I think that's that. Oh, it looks really weird. It looks so weird. I'm not used to seeing it like that. It's so bizarre. I'm not recording. Whoops. That is bizarre looking. Huh. How strange. Alright, now a little change I want to do because we affected the snow under the, or we affected blocks under the water. We're going to mask to... Actually, no, I'm overcomplicating it. We're just going to mask the snow. And then we need to go underwater to places like this, and we need to do this. Change all the snow underwater back to sandstone. This one will be a bit more annoying. But I think if we just do and snow block above water. Yeah, we can change it easily. Select the region, then do Operation Smooth Snow. I know what you're talking about. I don't think it's gonna work. Select a region. So I guess... Okay, well, let's test this real quick. I imagine it's not as simple as just doing that. Thinking the 10 bits again, Miko. First of all, your Jordans are completely fake. I don't have Jordans. Second, are you gonna make it so this region snows all the time? No, because it doesn't snow all the... I guess... No. No, definitely not. Third, replace all Among Us with Noelle from Delta Root. Noelle's already on the map, I think. I think Vox already did that. The video used a bounding box. It should still be the same selection, so... I think this doesn't work for one simple reason. Yeah. This is the reason this doesn't work, because it's very over the top. And I don't like how over the top it smooths the snow. If you look over here, you'll notice it's not as dramatic. It's not as dramatic. And that's why I didn't use... I think that's probably why I didn't use Axiom. Because it's not nearly as dramatic as this. But there might actually be a way to there might be a way to do that with masks. If we affect... If we do this, what does this do? It doesn't affect... Oh, hold on. Hold on, I might be able to figure this out. It's just still so dramatic. Is there a way I can edit it? There's no way I can edit it. I mean, that's certainly better than what it was before, but I just feel like it's too smooth. Am I wrong? I don't like how smooth it is. I guess it's not like that bad. It's not like... See, I think the way I did it... Let me see if I can remember how I did it. Brush, sphere... It's just this, and then mask... That's how I did it. This is how I did it the first time for Hebra. And you can see it's a lot less dramatic. But there's a big issue with this method. Look at that. Any overhang structure, it like doesn't deal well with overhanging structures. And guess what? Every single tree counts. Now, that might not be a problem because I think we have to redo every tree anyways to add snow layers on them. Still doesn't feel like it fits. I mean, those are our two options. There's no other choice. We either do this one or we do the Axiom one. Like, there's not really an alternative. It's one or the other. This isn't... I don't think there's anything we can do that's in between. It's literally just we have to choose between the two. The thing, though... The thing is... If we do the Axiom version, I'm changing all of the snow across Hebra to fit the new style. Man. I don't know which I prefer. Let me test out the Axiom one a bit more. Wait, whoops. Undo. Did I just break anything? Uh-oh. Okay. There we go. Like, let me just select this whole mountain. This whole thing. And let's see what it does. Maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. Like, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, but I don't really love it either. I prefer plain old blocks, though. I don't want the blocks. I want smooth snow on top, to some degree. I'm playing Skyward Sword Hero mode right now. I'm at 12 hearts going into the demise fight, so stop begging for money for a moment so I can... Okay, buddy. Thank you for that 10 bits again, Miko. Good luck, brother. So this is option 1. And keep in mind, if we went with option 1, we would have to change all of the snow across Hebra. Option 2 is to go with the World Edit version. The problem with the World Edit version is I then have to fix issues like this by hand. So, what do we think? Neither are ideal, we just have to pick. Pull it. I don't know if I want to pull it yet. The reason I don't like pulling build decisions is because it completely takes out my own voice. And I feel like I never want to do that. Because there are a lot of times where you guys all think something is better. I disagree for certain reasons, and then I end up being right later down the line. Because I'm thinking ahead to new parts of the project. Like the geoglyphs. You guys all wanted frog lights, but I was thinking ahead and realized, oh, it doesn't work that well for the snowy and stuff. And so it's like, if I did a poll for that, I would have completely removed my voice just for me to be right in the end anyways. That's why I don't like doing, like, okay, this poll is gonna decide it all, you know? What if there's a way to randomize the axiom method afterward to roughen it up? I don't know. There's no like settings for smooth snow. Wait, what if I... Hold on, guys. How did I get myself the auto shade? Whoops. How did I got this auto shade settings window and I don't remember how I did that. I think chat can accept that the poll isn't the final decision. But then what's the point in doing it? Hold on. I'm seeing if there's a way to, like... Because I think when I do this... No. How did I get the auto shade thing? Is Axiom the problematic one? Axiom isn't, like, problematic. It's just like, there's only one smooth snow setting, and we're not sure that we like it. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to figure out if there's settings for Axiom so that I can change the smoothness of the snow. But I don't think there is. I don't think there's any way... Wait. I have a crazy idea. Okay? I have a crazy way to customize it, okay? Okay, I have an idea. I'm trying to think of how this will work. Okay. Here's my thought. So, we can't really customize the smooth snow option, but because of the way it works, I think we can alter it now that it's placed because of one simple thing that's going on here. Okay, so you guys see how we have the full snow blocks, okay? Usually on surfaces like this, the blocks that are further away from a slope of snow block are the thinner layers. So what we can do is if we affect the snow layers and we specifically choose the higher layers, like layer 6, for example. Look at this. There might not be any layers at 6. Am I... What? Why is it not working? Do I need to use freehand draw? I probably need to use freehand draw. Hello? Okay, sorry, I'm wrong, I guess, because it just doesn't work. There just must not be any at this layer. Let's try layer 3 or 2. Do I have a selection? That's why. I have a selection. God, I always forget about that. I always forget I have a selection off in the distance. Alright. Now, okay. And look at this. Look at this. It only affects, because of the way that smooth snow works, the higher layers are usually the ones that are directly adjacent full blocks, which means we can target specific layers and replace them with smaller layers. You guys see what I'm talking about here? We can specifically choose the layers that are adjacent snow block. Hell, we can just do that with commands, actually. So here's what I'm thinking. Layer 6 is beside blocks. So we take layer 6, 5, and 4. We replace 4 with 1, 5 with 2, 6 with 3. All other layers below, we remove. If that made any sense at all. So here's what I'm thinking. Alright, let's target layer 1 and remove all of them. Let's remove all of layer 1. This music is perfect, bro. This music is perfect. Okay, layer 1's completely gone. Let's get rid of layer 2 now. Layer 2's gone. Let's get rid of layer 3. Okay. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Now we target layer 4 and we replace it with snow layer 1. And now we target layer 5 and replace it with layer 2. And then finally, we target layer 6 and replace it with layer 3. And theoretically, it's not that incredible. Doesn't quite work out, I don't think. Because of stuff like this. Look at this section. Ah, oh, dude, I thought I was cooking. I thought I was cooking, bro. That was such a good idea. I was actually cooking like crazy there. I wonder if there's a further way we can manipulate this to make it work. So what went wrong here? What went wrong is we have... Oh, look at that. We need more like this. I might have a new idea. I might have an idea to make this a bit better. Okay, hold on. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna target all snow layers and we're gonna remove them all. We're gonna start completely fresh. I don't want to target over there, actually. I want to target this stuff. Alright, we're starting fresh. Clean slate, okay? Now, here's what we do. We target blocks that are adjacent snow blocks and also above a snow block. So, like this. And we also select air. And we paint with snow layer 3. So that gets us this, right? And then we target blocks that are adjacent snow layer 3 and still above full snow blocks. And we paint with snow layer 2. And then we do the same. We target layer 2. We target next to layer 2 and replace with layer 1. And this is the result. What if we try replacing layer 3 with layer 4? I mean, we're getting there? So this is 1 layer, this is 2, so this is 4. How many layers does it take to walk up a block? Oh, it's not gonna work because it's... Huh. We're getting there. Okay, let's start over with this. Uh-oh. I didn't set up my mask. Ah! I didn't set up my mask. Okay, snow layer any. Remove all the snow layers. Okay. 6 goes to 7, 4 goes to 5, 2 goes to 3, 0 goes to 1. Hold on. Okay, so you're suggesting we do the smooth snow, and then we replace the layers from there. Let's try it. So I need to affect air blocks below snow block, and we need to select it. And we need to do Operation Smooth Snow. And then we need to target snow layer 6. And we put it to 7. Basically have the amount of snow layers, but keep the same slopes. So 6 goes into 7, 4 goes to 5. Okay, so each layer I increase. Wait. I'm just gonna try exactly what you said. Okay, so 6 goes into 7. 4 is gonna go to 5. 2 goes to 3. That's how Zeke's suggestion. Did anything happen? Oh, I'm not using freehand draw, am I? No, things changed. I don't understand what you're trying to say. I really don't understand what you're trying to say, Hazuki. You basically have the amount of different snow layers. I don't know if this worked the way you wanted it to. But it just made the slopes more extreme. It made them taller, and that's it. I think there's still an option with what I was doing. I think the path is through what I was doing. Where we, there are 8 different heights. Take all the heights and add one. You can also try removing one. Does that not... Removing a layer is what we did the first time. I don't think adding a layer to each one is going to fix it. Because we keep the same exact extreme slopes. It's just one layer taller, right? All the even heights. So that is what we just did then. Thank you for the 10 bits. When's the making the what? Oh, the... Never happening, bro. Never happening. Thank you for the 10 bits again, Miko. So okay, I see what you're talking about. That's what we just did, and it didn't work. Right? Like, that's what we just did, and I don't think it looked good. Like, if we tried again, Operation Smooth Snow. I think we would have to do the odd heights. Because the highest snow layer that we get is 6. So we need to replace 5 with 6. We have to replace layer 5 with 6, and that'll flatten it out a bit more. No? In some places it does, in other places it doesn't. And then 3 goes to 4. And then 1 goes to 2. We would definitely want to remove 1, but it'll have the same effect no matter what. No matter what, it's going to have the same effect. It's still too smooth, I think. I think it'll just have the same effect no matter what. We could target 6 and go down to 5, but I don't think it's going to work. And then 4 goes down to 3. And then 2 goes down to 1. Yeah, it just has the same problem of it being too smooth. I think what I was doing for a moment there was the right way. Instead of doing the smooth snow, we just kind of do it by hand. So we do this. We're going to start here. Let's try with layer 5 to start. Watch this. So we have... Wait. Okay, so if we do this now, we target layer 4, and adjacent layer 4, we do layer 2. And then adjacent layer 2, we do adjacent 1. Like this. Five to 6, 3 to 4, and 2 to 1. The problem is we have layers. We have layer 6 already generating. I don't see smooth snow being the path forward because no matter how much we try and change it, it still has the same problem of being too smooth. No matter what, we cannot change the fact that smooth snow always looks too smooth. Every single time, no matter what changes we do. Because let me see here. If we do snow layer 7, for example. We do have snow layer 7. Do we have snow layer 8? There's a few snow layer 8s? Oh my goodness. Okay, well maybe that's part of the problem. Okay, let's bring... Let's just subtract 2. Let's just subtract 2, starting with 8. 8 will go to 6. That's not going to work. We have to start from the bottom up. So, we need to remove layer 1 entirely. Layer 1 gets removed entirely. Layer 2 gets removed entirely. Layer 3 goes down to layer 1. Four goes to 2. 5 goes to 3. 6 goes to 5 or 4. It's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I can tell you right now. It looks the exact same. Yeah. Smooth snow's never gonna work. It's never going to work. think we're stuck adjusting everything in the same direction. We want to end up with an exponential curve. I want to try some mappings. What is Hazuki doing? What's the what are you trying to show here? Oh, okay, I see. The problem is, like, the thing we're trying to avoid is making it look like, I don't think it's ever gonna work. Because no matter what we do, we're trying to make it less smooth. And we're always going to come back to the same issue that you had, Hazuki, where the world edit one looks too much like anti-aliasing. I think we're always going to come to that problem if we try and remove the smoothness of it. So, like, this is snow layer 8. So you're saying 8 and 7 go to 6. 6 and 5 go to 3. This is like what I just did. This is literally exactly what I just did right here. Except, no, it's not. Oh my god. Okay, I'll keep messing with it. But I don't think this is going to work. I don't see a way in which this is going to come out looking any different than what world edit does. Alright, let's try it. We'll remove layer 1 and 2. We'll remove layer 1 and 2. Layers 3 and 4, I'll put down to layer 1. Layers 5 and 6, I'll put to layer 2. But this is exactly what I was doing without smooth snow. This literally goes back to exactly what I was just doing. 7 goes to 3. 8 goes to 3. And this is exactly what I was doing without smooth snow. This is literally exactly it.
Dark prismarine is a better snow color anyway.
You're so right. You're so right. Dark prismarine is a better snow color. Thank you for the 20 Swedish crown, succulent cat. The old Hebra method looks amazing for the super steep slopes. Maybe if you did a small flat area manually, we can see what exact pattern looks good, then figure out how to mass produce it. What? What are we talking about? The old Hebra method looks amazing for the super steep slopes. If you did a small flat area manually, we could see what the exact pattern looks good. But the problem, this is the problem. The reason this isn't going to work, let me demonstrate. Let me demonstrate why this doesn't work. Because when we have something like this in the corner, we need the corner blocks to be steeper. Otherwise, we get to the problem you had where it looks straight and like anti-aliasing. Your problem is that you don't like this because it looks like anti-aliasing. It gets very rigid, right? That's your problem, right, Hazuki? That's what you take issue with, which means we need to make the corner taller, like this. But there's no way to do that because we can only, with commands, we can only affect blocks that are adjacent to snow block. We can't choose, oh, if it's adjacent to 2 snow blocks. We can't decide that. So we can't affect corner blocks and have them have higher layers. Does that make sense? Like, because, like, if we're doing it manually by hand, this is what I want to do. There's definitely a way to affect corner blocks if we want to try that. I don't think there is. Because the only way we can detect it is by detecting if it's adjacent to another block. But we can only check, is it adjacent to a block? Yes, place it there. We can't check, is it adjacent to 2 of the same block? Yes, so place more. We can't do that with commands. I don't think there's a way to do that. The scripting option. But I don't know how to do the scripting option. We're getting so overly complicated just for the same result as the world edit option, I think. Let me try something new I just thought of. Okay, hold on.
Lock TF in and do it manually.
Yeah, how about I quit the project, actually? How about I quit the project? Oh, thank you for the 20 Swedish crowns again, dude. Okay, I have a new idea. I wonder if we can affect based on angle. So look at this. We have an angle mask, right? So can we not affect... Like, what if I choose an angle of, like, 15? I'm trying to think of how this would work. What if we select an angle of, like, 5? It's not really working the way I thought it was going to work. Okay, what if we go up to, like, 35? So 35 completely places on top. So what if we go down to 25? Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. I don't think it's going to work. Ugh. I don't think the angle mask is going to work. Because it doesn't target the corners. Yeah, it doesn't alone tell you where the slopes are. Unless... Hold on. What if I change the angle to 45? I've never messed with this before, so I don't know how it's supposed to work. That's doing something. Oh. But it only affects one direction. It doesn't affect both. That's not going to work because it only affects this direction. It doesn't check this direction. I don't know if it's going to give me the pop-up. Yeah. I don't know what pop-up you're talking about. Hover for help. Oh, this pop-up is what you're talking about. I thought you meant something would pop up. Alright, there's a lot of information. Place a bunch of snow golems and let them go crazy. That'll just put one thin layer of snow on top of every block. Yeah, no, there's not a preset.
This is easy. If you just do the thing and you do it right, and you don't screw it up, it just works.
Yeah, totally. Thank you for the 50 Swedish crowns again, Succulent Cat. I think we're just I think, honestly, Hazuki, your idea is completely overcomplicating it. I feel like we're just getting back to, like, this by doing that. Because, like, look, it already does that. We're just getting right back down to what this is. That's literally what we're doing. using the script function and trying to detect corners just goes straight back to what this is. And I don't even think that's an exaggeration. I think that's just genuinely true. Because look at that. It detects the corners and places snow layers accordingly. It just goes straight back to what you didn't want to do in the first place. Wait, hold on. There are a few examples you can choose. I'm not messing with that. I'm not messing with that. It's overcomplicating it. Why is there a bunch of grass blocks all of a sudden? Where did these blocks... What? Whatever. I've been streaming the after. Bro, I am going to dinner after I stream. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me try something. Let me try something. Let me try something. Okay, and then we do 4 and 3 for the next layer. And we target adjacent. Oh, that's gonna be so annoying. Oh my god. Adjacent snow layer 5 and adjacent snow layer 4. And then we go 2 and 1 and we go adjacent snow layer 3 and 4. How about this? It doesn't detect corners, it's just more random, but I mean, it's something. I'm not necessarily a huge fan. It's pretty sick. I don't hate it. And I don't remember what all I did. I basically just did the idea I've been trying to get across for the last, like, 30 minutes, except I added a bit of randomness to it. And that helps kind of break up the sharp nature and, like, the, as Haziki put it, the anti-aliasing. I think we all agree. Everyone looks like they agree with that being good. So what did I do? I did 5 and 4 adjacent snow blocks, and then I did 4 and 3 adjacent 4, and then I did 2 and 1 adjacent 3. I think. I mean, everyone looks like they agree that that's good. How did that happen? When did that happen? How did that happen? What the hell? So we all agree we just want to use that method? Adjacent snow without ignoring existing terrain? Question mark? What do you mean? Adjacent snow without ignoring existing terrain. It's adjacent snow and affecting air blocks. What are you trying to ask? Not important? Okay. I will have to replace, like, literally all of Hebra, though, with this new method. I guess maybe I don't have to, but, like... Oh, because I'm using the noise painter still. Hebra works as is, in my opinion. I guess, but, like, it's not going to be consistent. Maybe we can just keep Hebra. Maybe we can just keep Hebra. That's where the snow is going wrong. Thank you for the 10 bits again. I gotta go for today. I had fun on stream. Good luck for the rest of the stream. I won't be able to make it to the stream due to school. We're starting soon, so that's unfortunate. Have a good rest of your night then, Miko. Thank you for all the bits today. I appreciate it, man. Good luck with school, bro. I hope this isn't happening in other places, because that's really annoying if the snow is being placed like that. It appears that a lot of grass has slipped through the cracks. So we gotta kind of... Yeah, there's a bit of grass that's kind of slipped by somehow. Oh, that's an ugly bit of terrain I'll have to fix later. Because I'm too lazy to currently. Yeah, there's a bunch of grass that slipped through. I guess because of the angle that I use. I use an angle brush. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see if we can do the snow layer correctly now. So, it starts off with just being adjacent to full snow block. And we do 5 and 4 for the layers. If I remember correctly. Like that. And then we should just be good to do this. Now that won't affect... It will affect Hebra Snow. Okay, I just have to be careful on the border then. It won't be that big a deal. And then we just paint this whole thing. Paint everything, everywhere. Like so. Boom. Now that should kind of cover everything. Has a bit of randomness to it, and it doesn't look great now, obviously. But that's going to change. Because what we do next is we go adjacent to snow layer 5 and 4. And we paint with layers 4 and 3. And then we do 2 and 1 beside 4 and 3. So we come up here again and we do a little bit of this. Like so. I think that's everything. And that should smooth it out a little bit more. It appears I missed a spot here. So let's go back up to 5 and 4. What? Hello? Oh, I'm an idiot. There we go. I was gonna say, I was like, what is going on? Okay, adjacent, adjacent. Get that out. And we do 4 and 5. And we do 4 and 3 here. And then that should be good all the way around. Yep. And then we do adjacent 3 and 4. And we do 2 and 1. And that should be it. Just like so. I think that's everything. Boom. So are you using snow blocks instead of snowy grass blocks like in the snowy biomes? Yeah, because snow blocks looks better. I don't know. Snow blocks just look better. It appears I never did an undo there, which is gonna be annoying. What are we thinking? We like that? It doesn't look great in a spot like this, but it's not really that bad. You're gonna be live tomorrow? No. Like I talked about at the beginning of the stream, I think I'm gonna take a bit of break from streaming until I get to the depths, because I get burnt out of streaming really easily, so I'm trying to, conserve my energy a bit for streaming and wait until the depths to start streaming again. That's the plan. Because I don't want to burn out before I get to the depths, because I want to stream the depths. I want to stream the depths, so I don't want to get burnt out beforehand. When will there be a video about this project? I hope to have the first video done within a couple months, maybe. Alright, what I'm going to do real quick, I'm going to go to the title screen, and I'm going to check out what RITO Village looks like. Because in my... I have another file that I believe is not... Yeah. I can just go to this RITO Village save file. And this will allow me to see what it looks like here. Deep snow, deep snow layers. Yeah, it's just snow everywhere. Okay. So we're gonna do... We're gonna do... an angle of 90, range 35 with snow and grass blocks. I have a selection? No? Why is this not working? Maybe because that needs to be an or statement? That shouldn't be the reason why. Oh, what? How did that tool get used? Okay, it's working now, I guess. We're gonna have to replace all the trees with snowy variants, too. I'm gonna get that in there, too. Okay, what is the... I need to look at what, like, what the rock looks like. Okay, yeah, so there's, like, things of ice. The top of the rock doesn't actually look very snowy. I need to get, like, further away. The top of the rock doesn't actually look snowy. It looks like there's just, like, ice underneath. Let me take a look. Oh, no, it's definitely snowy at the top. But it's not, like, too much. So add, like, the snow and stuff here. Like that, maybe? We'll add, like, the snow layers to the actual village itself later. But I can probably do the current snow layers using this method that we just used. So we want to be adjacent full snow blocks, and we want to be doing layers 4 and 5. And see how this works. And then we do adjacent layer 4 and 5, and we target layers 4, or we use layers 3 and 4. 3 and, yeah, 3 and 4. I thought I mixed them up for a second. And then we do 2 and 1, and we target layers 4 and 3. And we do this. And that should be that. Yes, now the island itself is very snowy. And we can, I'm probably going to adjust this a lot more manually as well, because the snow at the village itself is a lot. But yeah, that is most of it done. It looks good. Now for the icy bits. How does it work? So we can probably just use like an angle mask here. So if we do... Actually, what if we just... Hold on. What if we just affect the stripped joke and the stripped jungle? And we just do... We'll just use blue ice for now as a temporary block. It's not going to stick. And we just do... That literally, like, perfectly works. That just, like, works for what we're looking for. That just straight up does it. I need to go smaller, though, because I don't want to... I want to be more precise with it. Like, that just works for the icy parts, right? I think regular ice, yeah, I know, I just said I don't think this is sticking. I think we want to do a noise painter with a few different blocks. We should do... Let's get out a splatter painter, and we should do maybe blue ice, packed ice, regular ice we can't use. And that's a start, just to give it some color variation. I think we need another one. We need another block. Maybe light blue concrete powder? Meh. Blue stained glass, but then it's going to be see-through. I'm not going to like that, I can tell you right now. Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe if we don't mask the surface. Hold on. No. Definitely not. Normal ice is not an option. It'll melt. And it's see-through, just like the light blue stained glass. What else works? I don't think there is anything else that works. Let's get blue ice. Let's put it in the color picker and see if there's anything similar that we can choose. Yeah, I guess the light blues, similar colors. So those are like probably the only options. What if we did just do, instead of, what if we did the concrete instead of the powder? I feel like it's too bland. Yeah, too dark. Well, what about light blue wool? It's just a little too... I don't hate the light blue concrete, but it's like a little too dark. It's a little bit much, maybe? Prismarine is not the right color at all, I don't think. In TOTK, it's just like a... I have an idea. Check out this idea, guys. So we do that. We do like the lines of the light blue concrete, and then we color the rest with blue ice and ice. Packed ice. Like so. Maybe more white, but what block is gonna work? We could change the concrete to something brighter. It's ice melt with no updates. Okay, let's put a stop to all the ice discussion then, since people keep asking. Yeah. Alright, that should put a stop to it. Definitely. No, I did not mean to... Wait, what did I just... I probably just broke something, didn't I? Because I undid with Axiom. We did some tricks to give it highlights with blocks. Like darker blue surrounded by light blue glass. So that the border seems like a... Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. I can probably do that, actually, with an angle mask. If I do... Hold on. So I put in packed ice, and I do... I want not. And then put the or statement in there. And then I want an angle of maybe 65. And then we do... That's not what I was expecting to happen. Hold on. So is that a 95 angle? The hell is... Okay, we're gonna do it the simpler way. We're gonna do it this way. So we're gonna affect adjacent those blocks, not block air. And now it should work. Yeah, I mean, I fell for that one. Not block air. And then also the ice blocks. I want neighbor, not adjacent. What just happened? Why did... What the heck just happened? How did I do that? It was a keybind I accidentally pressed. Control N. Oh, and that's my change game mode keybind too. Okay. I'm not pressing it. I'm not pressing the keybind. / game mode creative. I'm not pressing F3N. Oh my goodness. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I'm doing. I can't set it to a... It's Control N. It's Control N, not F3N. I'm stupid. No, it's not. Control N doesn't work either. Oh my god! Come on, Axiom. Let's focus up. Let's figure out what we're doing here. How about Control L? Does that keybind want to work? Control L. Oh no, because that's that one. I'm gonna freak out. Show biomes off. Boom. Jesus. Lag. Yeah. Axiom was killing my computer. That's why it was dying. Sorry, guys. Axiom just killed my entire computer because its keybinds weren't working. My god. No, my keyboard wasn't broken. Axiom was being stupid. Axiom, I turned on the show biomes thing, and it like crashed my computer, and of course Axiom's keybinds weren't working and allowing me to turn it off. We're back now, right? Everyone, we're back now? We're all good? Everyone might want to refresh so that they catch back up if there was some really bad lag. We're back? Okay. Does Grazzy only read Twitch chat? Yes. Grazzy rarely ever reads YouTube chat. Again, it's not that I rarely read YouTube chat. Every time I look over, I read YouTube chat. It's just that there's honestly almost never anything worthwhile reading in YouTube chat. To be honest, I look over and it's just people like spamming the same unfunny joke from 40 minutes ago. And like, a lot of it is people having conversations between themselves, which is cool. Like, but I'm not going to like read out the whole conversation that these other people are having, you know? Oh, hello, Hidden Sign. Alright, so now that Axiom killed my game, nearly killed my computer, let's get back to this. Reading two chats is surprisingly difficult. It's not that it's difficult, it's just, again, like, Twitch chat has the most coherent thoughts. Like, it's just a fact. I'm not saying everyone in YouTube chat is, like, stupid or something. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that most of the time, the messages that are actually worthwhile reading out loud are from Twitch chat. Let me guess, Bagel Story. Yeah. There was, like, an entire stream where every time I looked over at YouTube chat, it was just people spamming Bagel Story. And it's like, yeah, of course I'm not going to read that. Why would I read that? We are very random, but not all of us spam. Exactly. Like, and it's not necessarily that everyone spams, like, ridiculous shit. Like, people in YouTube chat still put, like, there are some worthwhile messages and stuff in YouTube chat, you know? But a lot of it is, like, people having conversations between themselves, other members of the chat, joking around with other members of the chat. And it's like, I'm not gonna read that out loud because I would have to read, like, 50 messages to catch up everyone on stream, you know? Alright. So I think we should color the ice like this. A mix of blue ice and packed ice. And then as for like the little cracks between, we figure a different color out. That's what I think we should do. I mean, maybe this will even work. I also want to do, neighbor. Oh, I messed up. Neighbor, blue ice. Or no, neighbor white wool. I didn't mess up. And then not block air. And I want to paint more white wool. And then we color the white wool with another splatter noise pattern of calcite and diorite. What do we think of that? I think I like that. I'm liking this a lot, I think. I think that looks really good. I like that. I think I'm down to say that's it. I think I'm down to say that's it. Yippee. Oh my god, it looks so weird on the map. I'm not used to seeing it like that. Oh, the blue looks so good. I really like that. All right. Yeah, so most of what's left is just I need to put snow around the village and change whatever's in here. There's some point where it's just diorite and no blue at top. There should be less boulder for this. I don't even know what that means. There is some point where it is just diorite at no blue on top. It should just be less boulder. I don't know what you're trying to say. Honestly, I don't know what you're trying to say. I'm sorry. Man, are you a Lord of the Rings fan? I've read the books and I've seen the movies once. I'm not like a huge fan. But yeah, I read them. I watched the movies after. I don't know. The books were kind of tough to get through, honestly, because they followed a weird style. Like, I remember in the book, like, you know, usually with books where you follow, like, multiple different characters and, like, every chapter you jump between characters or, like, groups of characters. Lord of the Rings is different in that fact, where it would be, like, the entire first half of the book followed this character, and then the entire second half of the book, you would go back to the start and follow the other character. And it's like, I didn't like that. I really didn't like that. I wish it was, like, every other chapter it would flip, instead of do one in its entirety and then the other one in its entirety. I didn't like that. It was like, I didn't like that about the book. I got like 60 pages into The Hobbit as a kid and I couldn't get any further. Yeah, I read them like, I think I read The Hobbit in middle school. No. I read The Hobbit like freshman year of high school, I think. And then senior year, I went back and reread The Hobbit and then finished the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Am I catching the tail end of the stream? Yeah, I'm probably gonna end soon. Should we do the chasm before we end? Let's do the chasm before we end. I don't remember where it goes exactly. Oh wait, the entrance cave is a part of the top. Never mind, we can figure it out. Oh yeah, it's like in the side of the rock over here, isn't it? It's like over here and then down below. Like in the rock wall. Please tell me it's opened up already. Yeah, it's right here. Alright. Yeah, we can do this. Alright, let's do... Oh. Okay, we have to do a few things here. We need to do... neighbor, light gray wool, block, air, and we need to do blue wool. Like that. Okay, and now we do... we do white stained glass adjacent air. And we remove it. Yeah, so then we go all the way down the chasm. And that removes most of stuff on the outside. And then we can do this for the rest. Boom. And now we come up here and we select... Oh, hello. Let me fix that manually real quick. Alright, and now we want to select light blue wool, light gray wool, red wool, white stained glass. And we just select all of it. The whole thing. Beautiful, and then we control X and move it down. To about here, I guess. The entrance is like just below the cliff edge, right? Yeah, it's not that far down, so probably like right there. And then we just press enter, and we should have... Ooh, that gets close. That gets close, but it fits. And so then what we want to do, first of all, turn our brightness up so we can see. We want to select this, and we want to remove all of it. Mask surface. There we go. So we remove all the glass. All the way down. And then up here, we're just going to remove all the light gray wool. Which I think I'm safe to just do that. Yeah. And then we can bring out the smooth tool and just smooth the edges a little bit better. Oops. Okay, let's be a bit more careful here. Like so. And then... Whoops. We can do a little bit of this. And... yeah. That is... looking good. There we go. What's your stream schedule? I don't really have a schedule. I usually go live around this time. This is usually when around the time I end stream, after like 3 hours. But I don't know. I just kind of randomly stream when I want to. Again, after this stream, I'm probably not going to be streaming for a while because I want to conserve energy for the depth streams that are going to be coming up, hopefully next week. I'm hoping I can start the depth streams next week. Alright. So now I believe I have Goat's Cave palette saved. Cave interiors, yeah. So then we can just do this. And that. Whee! And now we just have to go down and connect this into the depths. Which it actually almost connects up perfectly. Okay. At this point, I should stop recording. Hello? Hello, game? Okay, we're crashing. Oh, there we go. Whoa, how did that happen? Huh. Why is there like a deeper hole here? What the? What is this? I guess I'll leave that. I don't know what that is. That's in the game? Huh. I guess I'll leave it then. I don't remember this. This is really just here? This is just here in Tears? I feel like I'm excavating it. I'm like an archaeologist or something. We've just uncovered something. Weird. It does look like it's not... It definitely doesn't look like a mistake. Might be covered up, but you can clip into it. Yeah, maybe. Alright, and then we just do... air block, and we do, like... 7 and 9. Okay, and then we can grab the rock tool and just fill this whole thing up. Like so. And then we can kind of smooth it. Let's melt it first. Melt this stuff back. I just want to make sure it's a pretty... Yeah, it's pretty safe to fall in here now. Which means we can bring out our weld tool and kind of weld things together a bit. Our smooth tool. What is this? I don't need a tutorial. And smooth this stuff out. Just like so. We need more welding here. And then we can smooth that corner out a bit. Smooth this stuff together. Weld out to here and weld this part and smooth it again. There we go. Red concrete. Why is there red concrete? Oh, that's for the depths. That's right. It's a different color. Alright, and that's the RITO Village Chasm all hooked up and ready to go, I believe. Do you ever see the giant floor triangle? There's a giant hole in the floor that is completely covered up in Tears of the Kingdom. I have not seen that. I do not know what you're talking about. What are you... You gotta, like, show me that. Interesting. That part of the depths is a lot higher up than the surrounding depths. To me. I gotta see this. What? This is just here in Tears of the Kingdom and you can just clip into it? Oh yeah, it's Hebra Peak. This is literally the bottom of Hebra Peak. This is just here? I think the cave is ice. No, it's not. I was literally just inside it and it's not ice. Look. It's not ice. In theory, you could clip into this in Tears of the Kingdom. That's crazy. Stream's super far behind. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, if you didn't whoa, holy lag. It doesn't really matter anymore because I think I'm going to end there. We got good progress done today. Oh, man. Game lags every time you go into the wall. Yeah, so it's getting laggier and laggier the longer I stay on because of all the stuff that I have loaded. When especially when I've like been on the server for a long time and like doing a bunch of command work and stuff, it starts to get really laggy. It does start to get really laggy. Which is fine because I am about to end stream. All right. Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to be streaming again. Could be days, could be like a week. What are you building? I just joined. Sorry, I'm literally just logging off. You joined at a bad time. But yeah, again, I'm trying to conserve energy for the depth streams. So, yeah, I'm going to try and take a little bit of a break from streaming for a few days, conserve energy, and then when I start on the depths, I'll be streaming again. So, yeah, probably won't be streaming for a few days. Maybe there will be some Twitch exclusive streams. I might be doing some exclusive Twitch streams, so if you're on YouTube, be sure to follow me on Twitch. So, yeah, I'll see you guys all later. You guys all have a good rest of your nights. Peace out.